Now let's go through, again, some of the dead people voting. Oh, no, wait, sorry. Before that, Wisconsin. And then, Bill, you can sound off at any point.
Yep.
The voting stopped in the middle of the night, and they may have illegally altered thousands of ballots. And the reason for this, let me bring this up here from a local news, Wisconsin clerk, who said that in Wisconsin, the law states that there has to be a witness to sign the ballot.
Yeah.
And the witness actually needs to sign it with their address.
Ah, okay.
Not only did that not happen, but it may have just been the poll volunteer. Go, let me sign that.
Yeah.
And pop it right in. So again, we don't know. The issue that we're running into here is there have been so many flagrant disregarding of norms and expectations,
state law,
and even state or sometimes federal laws as it relates to elections, that we couldn't possibly know the actual results in places where margins are razor thin. Yeah. What were you about to say?
So in Wisconsin, they have known about this for a very, very long time. In September, AP was reporting about how in the prior Wisconsin elections, they had a number of folks who had to have thousands, tens of thousands of votes that had been thrown out for irregularities regarding the absentee, missing the address of the witness or not getting it in on time or having, a variety of different issues. They have known in that state that it has always been a problem. To simply point those out and enforce the rules as they exist is not a foreign to any state, much less Wisconsin and these particular irregularities that are being pointed out.
In Philadelphia, they were ordered to stand 20 feet away in Philadelphia until they got a court order.
I am less than 20 feet from you, and I cannot see anything that you're doing.
Yeah, you know what? Someone here. You know what? Someone bring in a piece of paper here and a marker. You know what? Let's even if we have a Sharpie.
Okay.
16 feet.
16 feet from me.
Well, here, but I'm gonna hold it at the desk. Bottom one here. You see what it says?
Certainly.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. This is about between 16, 17 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's Gerald, so everyone can see.
Yeah.
Everyone can see. We just measured that 16 feet. 16? Gerald, do not lie or you will be fired.
I can't see. The last word is...
Close your eyes.
Not even
close
close.
Your eyes. Do me a favor. Close your eyes.
Closing, yes.
Picture Bill's face. Now open them.
I would have to hit Bill. Nope. Okay. I cannot read whatever that next word was.
I'm just going to check that box. So let's roll clip A at other locations in Philadelphia where poll watchers were even unlawfully turned away. Again, in direct violation of the court order. So we told you there was a rule, there was a law, it had been contested, and people were complaining about it, and people saying, well, we don't know if that actually happened. Here's a video of it happening right before your lying eyes.
You're not letting me in? Well, what? No. That's why I told you, call the police. Do it. If you legal, call the cops.
All of a sudden, Philly Democrats are pro-cop.
Really?
I'm pretty confident there were Republicans who said if you're legal, call the cops that were lambasted. So.
This is the city of Philadelphia. This is the city of Philadelphia. This is the city of Philadelphia. You wanted to talk. You wanted to talk outside. Let's talk. I have a line. I asked you to read the line. The line said it's good in every ward and division in the city.
I don't know why I find it so funny just that a black Philadelphia Democrat in a welding mask is like, call the cops! Michigan. Another glitch, by the way, this was the one in Oakland County, led to official. It was a guy named Adam Kokendorfer. He was the one who actually thought he lost, and then he won. That's like a snow day for a politician.
Yeah, it's a great surprise.
You're expecting a loss, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have to go into school today?
Did the other guy have to give him a call and concede? Like, that'd be fun.
Well, if it's Al Gore, don't expect it.
Not happening.
2 Georgia counties, right? They've been using the same electronic voting software as the glitches that we found in Michigan, Dominion. They also had glitches. Their glitch was caused by what they said was a last-minute vendor upload. It's not really known what the upload contained.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Spalding County, this was in Georgia, 60% went for Trump in 2016, was expected to be really pretty Trump by most estimates this go around. They were one of the counties with a glitch that prevented day voting for a couple of hours. Remember we talked about that? Just the machine stopped working for several hours in a Trump county. A lot of glitches. Let me scroll down here. We have some dead voters in Michigan. This is something that interests me quite a bit. I want to make sure I'm not going through Pennsylvania. Okay. Michigan is, let's meet here. Joyce Smith. Okay?
Hi, Joyce.
Joyce Smith. So we went through the Rolodex, the ballots that you can actually find there on their central registry. So let's bring this up right here. Joyce Smith, do you have it there?
It's public
Token
information.
Out? Okay. Joyce Smith. There's her name. There's her ballot status received. There's her obituary. Let's go to William Bradley in Michigan. Born in 1902, died in 1984. Let's bring up the image. There's his ballot received.
Wow.
Let's bring up Donald Wright in Michigan. Born in 1931, he too voted, despite also being dead. Now, this is important because this is just Michigan.
He died in 51.
There's a list of voters that I think we can make available at loudwithcrowder.com who were all born before 1920, meaning they were born they're over 100 years old.
ago.
Yeah.
And less than 1% of the American population is over 100. Your
Yeah.
chances of making it to over 100, I believe, are 1 in like 20,000.
Yeah. What are the
So
odds
we
that you
don't
didn't
know
vote
if
too?
all of these people are dead. These are just the ones that we found going in at random in a list of over 3,500 people who are over the age of 100. Now, I will give you another list later on in Pennsylvania, but I want to focus in Michigan. Pennsylvania, I'll give you a hint. 1,600 in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So in
yeah.
Pennsylvania,
That's my
so we
favorite
went
story.
through Michigan, right? In Pennsylvania, there was a story that I was looking. There were some people who were tracking this down for us, where they said there were about 740 something confirmed people who were born between the age of 1900 and 1920
The
in
years,
Pennsylvania.
yes, the years.
Okay.
It's actually more than that. 1,600 people were sent ballots who were over 100 years old.
Wow.
25 ballots were sent to people born in the year 1900. Exactly.
So 120 years.
Wow.
1900 exactly.
What are they eating? I want to know.
Yeah, this is
I
remarkable.
got to know
Yeah.
their secret.
A man named Rahim Kassam of the National Pulse, he found a 170-year-old voting in Allegheny
That
County,
guy.
Pennsylvania.
They just don't quit.
170-year-old. Now, here's the thing. You might say, and again, 1,600 in Pennsylvania. We don't know how many of them actually voted, but we counted quite a few in Michigan because we're going through a list of 3,700, I believe, and we were counting through just going, let's pick them at random. We found a dozen with obituaries, okay, and we've showed you a few of them. But here's the thing. Shouldn't we all agree that if we've seen at least one person voting at 170 years old, if we've seen half a dozen to a dozen in Michigan voting where we have obituaries, shouldn't we agree that there should be some kind of a manual count, some kind of an examination? Because guess what? There actually was a GoFundMe from a data analyst who was running a voter registration against death records specifically. So that's what he was doing. He wanted to do this because we've seen this in quite a few states. Michigan, Pennsylvania, Nevada, thousands. Thousands, potentially hundreds that have been identified with ballots received. Got shut down.
Well, and
Got shut down by
That's crazy.
GoFundMe. Raised
Yeah.
220,000, got shut down. Why do you shut down someone who's saying, I just want to check the registry with people who are actually dead?
Right.
How does that get shut down? And if anyone shuts this down because of the obituaries that we listed, along with the officially legally recognized document or screenshot that says ballot received, you will hear from the Half Asian. Be demoralized.
Yeah,
they want you to be
exactly.
demoralized. And you know what? I hope that Donald Trump says, I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. The show goes on.